Hello and welcome to Permaculture made Wheezy with me, Jester. Well, I've been busy, as you can see from the sweat. I got up early today to try and beat the heat. Haven't beaten the heat. Been busy weeding this bed. Look at them. Red cabbages starting to form a heart now. So I've been weeding under there, sorting them out. And also the broccoli is just starting to flower. There we go. A nice broccoli head, and so is the cauliflower. Look down here. Yes, cauliflower. Right, so as I say, I've weeded that bed. That's what it was like before. It's terrible. Got to sort those tomatoes out tomorrow. I'm going to show you what I'm doing now. I'm doing this top bed with the tomatoes. The tomatoes have bounced back. We had a few dry days and they just bounced back. Tomatoes really don't like overwatering. So if you have got tomatoes, don't be watering them every day. They don't like it. They don't like it at all. And obviously nature's been watering them every day for so long. But yeah, they've bounced back. Look at these. Come back. We had a few dry days. Rained last night, but that's okay. Now, what I'm doing here is I'm weeding this bed, and as I'm weeding it, I'm going through my tomatoes. And these tomatoes I've done, as you can see here, if you have a look at the ones I haven't done, and they're the ones I've done. What I've done is I've cut the bottom stems, those off. It's less likely to get disease coming up from the ground if you take the bottom off, and I've tied it up. I'll do one for you on camera and show you how I'm doing it, because there's also another job that needs doing, which is because these are an indeterminate tomato, and that means a tomato that keeps cropping all year. You get crop after crop after crop. A determinate tomato, you get one crop and it's done. These are an indeterminate, and what I don't want is the suckers coming off and creating new plants. I don't need that. I don't want that. So when you have a look at tomatoes, let's see if we can find it. See here, you've got a V. Yeah. Let's have a look. This isn't a good one to show you because it hasn't really got any. This one's better. Show you this one. See here, you've got this V. Got this bit coming out. That's a sucker. Nip that out. I'm taking them out, cropping the bottom and tying them up. So that's what I'm doing today. The other thing I'm doing today is sweating. Yeah, I'm definitely sweating. I know I haven't been putting many videos out recently. It's just been a case of crappy weather and I've not felt it. I've just been a bit as far as YouTube goes. So I'm making an effort today to do something and get a video out for you guys. More for my family and friends in the UK so they can see what we're up to. And also, hopefully, somebody will learn something from this. There you go. Anyway, I'll show you me doing one of the tomatoes and I'll speak to you in a minute. You need some sharp things like these. These are my mum's. I've nicked them. I'm sure she won't care because she'll be eating the tomatoes as well. Going in, pulling all the weeds out. Snipping all the bottoms, as I said with those that I've done the others. Because a lot of diseases come up from the ground. Like so. I'll do this one next to it as well, just because I need to. I'm being quite harsh on this, look. Cutting some big beasties off. See, that is what's produced a sucker. It's like another plant. That's what comes off them. We don't want that. We want the flowers, not the suckers. We want the flowering stems, which is the bottom stem, like that one and that one. They're the ones that will produce the tomatoes. We don't want to try and produce new plants. We've planted enough. And it also means you get more tomatoes that way off each individual plant. Right, so that's what we're doing there. I'm going to tie these up. I'll get back to you in a bit. My mum's come down to check things out and see what I was up to. She was checking the cauliflowers, and I hadn't checked the bed just down from the tomatoes. But look at that. We got our first cauliflower picked. And there's another one down there. Isn't that cool? Food's starting to come out of the garden already. Brilliant. Catch you in a bit. I've still got to finish this bed off. Alright, it's starting to get really warm now, which is good. I've done what I planned to do. I've weeded that bed down there. We've had some bonuses today with a couple of cauliflowers that were ready. Wasn't expecting that. That's cool. We've weeded all this, tied the tomatoes up and trimmed them down. So I've taken all the suckers off so they produce more fruit for us. So I can't wait till they start coming out. I mean, I don't really remember, but in my last video I was saying I think the tomatoes have failed, but they bounce back. They bounce back really, really well. So I'm very happy about that. Always think now and again, oh, should I just pull them up? And give them a chance. Always give them a chance. It's surprising what things will bounce back. So let's go and see what else is going on. Tomatoes, strawberries. That's a hell of a strawberry bed. And lots of bees. The bees absolutely love the comfrey. They do. Also over the last week or so, what's it, last week before, cleaned the pond out. And what's this? Frogs. Le grand oui. It's frog in French. So now we've got melons on here, as you can see. We've also got thistles, and do you know what? Don't want thistles, surprisingly, not in my melon bed. Don't mind thistles down the bottom, but not in my melon bed. Oh my god. Anybody fancy a strawberry? I'm just going to sit here and eat these. I'm seriously just going to sit here and eat these. It's going to be a very boring part of the video for you guys. I'll tell you what, go check out what else is happening. Oh, that's so nice. Got some courgettes. Remember last year, one courgette plant that just produced so much we couldn't actually eat them all. There's one, there's two, and there's three. We've got 3 courgette plants. Yeah, it's probably not the best idea. This gooseberry was up by the house. It wasn't doing very well up by the house. It's not doing very well down here either. Oh well, good job we've got another one that's doing well. And raspberries. Nearly ripe raspberry there. But we should have plenty. Look at all these. Now, with raspberries, this is this year's growth. Yeah? All this new growth. You won't get any raspberries on that. It's the second year that you get it, so that growth that's there will have lots of raspberries on next year. So cool, eh? And we got some gooseberries, some more gooseberries. This one's doing much better, look. That plant's doing much better. I'll just pull this out. You can see, only planted this last year, so that's cool. I don't think these are quite ready, but only one way to really tell, isn't there? No. No, it's not ready. Wow. Okay. Just nearly removed my head. These are more raspberries, but these are a blonde raspberry that I planted last year. I'm going to get the first ones off this year, off these. And then next year, should have absolutely loads. The plan is for these swales is to have just bushes. Bushes, maybe a tree or two on each of them. That one this year, we're looking for bushes at the moment. Every time we go to the supermarket and stuff, if we see some bushes, we'll grab them. I want a mix, maybe thornless blackberries, black currants, things like that. That's what I'd like to do. So that's the plans for these. That's cool. I mean, we were going to weed that the other day, but you can see this sweat hill here. It's got so many absolutely beautiful wildflowers and stuff. We decided to leave it because you've got stuff like this, look. And I'll weed it when I come to planting it. So I want these to be very low maintenance. Keep all the maintenance in one area. But look. Oh, and down there. So there's pretty much wildflowers and stuff along there at the moment. Something for the insects to chomp on, so they're not chomping on my plants. Anyway, other than the garlic that's doing really well, I'll show you that. That's about it really. I'm going to go in and edit all this lot together this afternoon. If you want to see the garlic, there you go. Now that garlic was just some organic garlic that we had that had started sprouting in the cupboard, and I've literally planted it in and left it. Haven't really done anything. I think I've weeded it once, maybe twice. That's it. Anyway, that's it from me. Don't forget, be like me, take it wheezy.